Welcome to a special episode of RPGs and Baby Makes 3. Today we are going to be unboxing Recipe for Adventure, which is a Kickstarter that just concluded. We just received this in the mail last week and we wanted to kind of take a look at it. It was something that was backed in the end of 2019, early 2020, obviously delayed a little bit because of everything that was going on with COVID. And this particular Kickstarter was put on by RPG Crate, which is a 5th edition supplement that you can kind of order a monthly service where you receive in the mail a box that includes adventures and minis and a bunch of other stuff like that on a monthly basis for a subscription fee. Now I will say the organizer for RPG Crate is also the organizer for the great Facebook site RPG Auctions, which is a really fantastic site, and I will admit that I have both purchased and sold things on the RPG Auctions site before, so I am kind of a fan of this particular developer, you might say. His name is Chris Hinson, and I think that he does a really great job with that site, and so when this came up, I was excited to take a look at it. So this is one of the two possible options that you could get. It includes, originally it was intended to include 25 recipe cards, but with the successful Kickstarter, that went up to 30 recipe cards, 5 of which are Kickstarter exclusive cards. The original goal was $1,250 to succeed at the Kickstarter, and it was wildly successful, made over $26,000 during its run of fundraising. And you could get this for $24 plus shipping, or for $49 you could get this as well as an apron, a Master Chef apron, which had a kind of fun logo on it, you know, very nerdy.
Which we didn't get because you have a Spider-Man apron.
I do have a Spider-Man and a Batman apron.
I got a Batman apron.
Yes.
Just saying.
I'm not really a DC guy though, so then we upgraded to the much better Spider-Man apron. But yeah, so we're excited about these cards, and we're going to open these up today, take a look and see what they've got going on in them, and we'll show you everything that's involved. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up, Gretchen. Now, well, before actually we even open the box, I mean, I will say that receiving this box in the mail like this, as somebody who has done some crafting and such, I was sort of thinking, okay, this is a very standard craft box. There's really nothing particularly special about the box. It's a nice box, but it doesn't have any special logos. It doesn't let you know that you're going to be getting something special inside.
Which means the inside should be extra special.
The money obviously went into the interior of this. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we've got inside.
Ooh.
All right, so first of all, beautiful look on the inside here. Just kind of like looking at the top of the top image here of this dragon, breathing fire onto a, looks like a cooking pot of some sort here. So let's pull that out so people can kind of see.
Soup, Rob? Could that be soup?
I don't know if it's soup. We might need to throw it away because soup is disgusting. But I'm sure that there are probably a soup recipe somewhere in here, but you can kind of see that. One thing I really like about this, just right off the bat, is they're big. These are big cards. These aren't like little tiny like playing card size. They're like double playing card sizes, which is really nice. So flipping it over without even opening up, and this is kind of the idea here, is that there's a recipe, and within each recipe on the card there is an encounter that goes along with it. So you can see a nice little map here. This is called Temple of Darkness, Dungeon of Allmoon, and it has a nice little dungeon on there. It has a, wow, there's a Draco Lich on there, some statistics on there, all 5th edition compatible. So this is pretty cool. I mean, right off the bat, I'm excited to open this up and see what's going on here. As you know, I'm somebody who really likes efficiency when it comes to being able to run a game. So being able to have a card and just maybe pull this out and like literally run a session of gaming off of one single card is kind of a nice thing. So let's bust it open.
All right.
Oh, okay. So actually, if you look at the top, it says laminated and spill resistant, and it certainly is. These are actually really nice cards. They're very nice, high quality cards.
Ooh, shiny.
Shiny, and you know, this is great because actually I could see, you know, you're cooking up some stuff. I'm gonna spill some. I mean, you should see our recipes. They're covered in crap. Look at this. This is kind of fun. Baked dungeon dip. Oh, this is a crab dip recipe.
Dungeness crabs?
And on the opposite side, that's really kind of cool, Dungeness crabs. Baked dungeon dip. So on the one side is a recipe for crab dip, and on the other side is a crustacean layer.
Oh.
So they're related. I like that, actually. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And a little pretty simple drawing here. There's a monster, a
What
giant
could go
crab.
wrong?
I know, right? What could go wrong? It's got the CR, which is, I'm forgetting right now what that means, but it's the challenge
'cause people
level,
are
challenge
watching.
rating, challenge rating.
There you
That's
go.
what it is. Yeah, of course, it's because people are watching. So this has the challenge rating on it. Of course, you're fighting a giant crab. I'm going to go ahead and read this one. It says, your recipe for adventure begins with a few errands in Eastgate, an old dwarven fortification the current occupants have modified into a brewery. The brothers there fancy crab meat, so drop by the flooded ruins at Archer's Pond. The giant crustaceans are highly sensitive to their environment. It will be difficult to catch them unaware. Their claws are strong enough to snap a person in half, so bring a very long spear. Just no fireballs. You don't want to overchar the meat. So there's an adventure here. You're going to get the crabs so that way that these dwarven brothers can... Well, the brewery occupants can go ahead and make some crab dip that's on the other side of it. So that's pretty cool. Let's flip through some of these, Gretch. I don't know, maybe grab half a stack, and if there's any that kind of stick out to you. Again, I love the quality. Just picking them up again, I mean, it's like they're nice quality cards. These will not get all stained up.
Oh, see, I like this one, the Zombie Cobbler, which has strawberries and rhubarb. But what I really like about the other side is, because I said so, that's why. That's a good
typical
parenting
Gretchen
thing.
thing.
It was a parenting thing.
It
too,
is a parenting thing. So, you know, one of the reasons why we wanted to do an unboxing for this one here, and this is kind of the theme of our podcast, RPGs and Baby Makes 3, is that we like to have things that make life a little bit simpler because we don't have as much time to do a ton of planning. So this is a really nice way to... I don't know, to make a quick adventure, a quick couple of scenarios. And it almost seems like there's the possibility you could kind of tie a few of these in together. Shark-infested waters here, and then shark bites on the other side.
I got a bread one, which is great because my COVID baking craze is bread. That's been nice.
The cockatrice layer,
Oh.
which is fricassee cockatrice, which is... They say cockatrice quarters, but that's obviously chicken.
Yeah, brain fried cauliflower, 3 cups cavern brain flour. Hey, that's
Nice. I kind of like that there's a vegetarian option there. We are mostly vegetarians. Our son is vegetarian, so I mean we're not only vegetarian, but yeah. So this is a pretty nice looking little set. It looks like there's a couple of different styles of scenarios here. There are sort of dungeons. There are, you know, sort of smaller, shorter encounters. Here's like an altar room in an underground dungeon. Here's a shipwreck area, abandoned shack, overgrown flower bed, a study, more caverns, an ocean
and
cove.
the Zombie Cobbler has the family crypt.
And it's shaped kind of like a cross. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. We should have a family crypt.
We should have a family crypt. So it's a nice little set. I mean, I think that it's got some really good possibilities in it. 30 adventures, 24 bucks plus shipping, about 30 bucks. It's not super cheap, but for 30 of them, if you get use out of it, if you get a few hours of use out of it, I think that that's a worthy price for what you're getting. Again, the cards are really high quality. You can see it actually just slid.
Just slid away.
Yeah, that's because it's
just
of that. It's because of that laminated surface. So it's a pretty nice thing, and I think that again, for if you're a family and you're trying to do some gaming and stuff like that, it's always good when you can combine food and gaming.
Always.
We love food and gaming.
I mean, even when you're not a family, just food and gaming. I think those two things are hand in hand.
So what do we say, Gretch? We recommend this?
I mean, I like it.
I like it too.
I like the puns.
I do like
wittiness.
the puns. I know they are well done. I know that Chris Hinson, who will occasionally post on the RPG auction site, he's really into gaming. So he's got a long history. He's loved it his whole entire life. So he's got the background to be the kind of person that would know how to make something like this that's high quality. It is very high quality, nice stuff, really nice stuff. So so we will try out some of these recipes and we'll kind of get back to you. We're going to do a podcast up in the near future, RPGs and Baby Makes 3, the podcast where we're going to talk all about food, in fact, and we'll try at least one recipe, maybe 2 recipes out of this, and we're going to in that episode, we'll do a couple of other additional books here. The recently released Heroes Feast, which I know is getting a lot of publicity, but sort of my favorite, old classic, the 3-volume set here of Leaves from the Inn of the Last Home, more Leaves from the Inn of the Last Home.
Is it more?
Lost Leaves
Oh.
from the Inn of the Last Home, which these include songs, a whole bunch of other stuff, but there are some Dragonlance specific recipes that we've actually made some of them Kendra Kiffles for the win.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. We're going to try out all of these things, and we're going to have an episode especially about that. You can find all the information about everything that we do at patreon.com/RPGs and Baby Makes 3, or at our Facebook page, RPGs and Baby Makes 3, or of course, here on YouTube.
Yeah, we're all over.
We're all over. We're all over.
That's kind of awkward.
Then my work here is done.
RPGs and Baby Makes 3 is a production of Gretchen and Rob sitting on their couch. Email the show at rpgsandbabymakes3@gmail.com. You can find more episodes on Podbean, Spotify, and iTunes, as well as on our free Patreon page at patreon.com/RPGs and Baby Makes 3.